Woodsgrove at Cobble Hill in Brooklyn is, I would say, one of the best gift shops I've seen. And I want to share with you why I think that. My name's Mark Fletcher. I'm the owner of Tower Systems. We're a point of sale software company. We create software for independent local small business retailers like gift shops. And Woodsgrove, they're not a client. I got to see them recently when I was in the US looking at a bunch of different retail situations. I've seen a lot of retail this year, and Woodsgrove is one of the most interesting, probably one of the best executed gift shops that I've seen. And I want to take you in and show you some photos and kind of explain why. Woodsgrove is in Brooklyn, in part of Brooklyn called Cobble Hill, and the front of the shop itself sets itself up as being a different look and feel gift shop. You step into the shop, and there are these antique hardware items that craftsmen use to make furniture and other things. You know, that you've got the set square, you've got this tiling tool, you've got the pincers. All of these things are there. And what's interesting is they're all for sale. Even though they're there for visual effect and to soften the appeal of the shop, each one of these items has a price tag on them. The thing is, once you step through the front door of this shop, everything's for sale, including the fixtures and fittings. And that's one of the things that's interesting about the shop. They use vintage furniture and decor to kind of set the tone of the business. And you see here, you've got fresh new products over here. And then you've got this tiling spatula or similar sort of tool sitting on the bench there. Both of them are for sale. The ceiling kind of goes against what is tradition in gift retail. It's very dark with very, very well thoughtfully placed lights. And then you've got walls with different textures to give the shop a very different feel. The walls are also used as if they're kind of in someone's home, and you've got, in this case, you've got plates on the wall, and it just looks a bit different, a little bit more appealing. They're not using traditional retail fixtures, so their bags behind the counter are sitting in these boxes. The one part of the business where it does look, I guess, somewhat traditional is with their greeting cards. They have their greeting cards set out, full face display on a wall, but very shoppable, very easily shoppable. You don't see that a lot in Australia, greeting cards presented that way, but I think this is just a fantastic presentation. They have a really eclectic main range of gifts, from almost hardware-like homewares to gardening homewares to home entertainment type homewares. Everything is thoughtfully placed, and it's presented in a way that the shopper has multiple opportunities. It's not just a single display of a single category. And I think that's certainly very appealing. They have a really interesting range of matches. And like a lot of their product, you can touch it, you can feel it, you can engage with it and actually test it to get a sense of what the product is like and how it works. They've got a fantastic range of stickers. Stickers are very big in American gift shop retail right now, and their range of stickers was just fantastic. You know, you've got stickers there for all sorts of occasions, for all sorts of, if you like, political interests. You know, whether it's a Stranger Things reference point or whether it's Keely from Ted Lasso. You know, you've got the Girl Power one there from Star Wars. You've got a whole range of different stickers available, including New York and Brooklyn stickers. They have a fantastic, as I said, range of matches. And you've got this collection here. I happen to actually buy from here. These are the matches. You just like them, and they're an incense. And it's just interesting to see what they have there and how broadly appealing it is, because a lot of gift shops are really, really female focused. This one feels quite gender neutral or diverse, I guess you would say. It's not specifically for girls, not specifically for boys. And so here you are with these matches that are effectively an incense stick, with a nice broad appeal compared to what is traditionally a feminine type pitch. But then they go into the bath bombs. They use color a lot really well in the store to create a sort of a vibe and an essence of the business. And then they have fun. You've got products there that just have a whole bunch of fun that really help people connect with the fun side. This display here is a good example, I think, of how they curate their products. So you've got here a table setting right at the front. It looks like a fairly traditional table setting. You've got some plates, you've got some mugs, you've got the water pitchers, you've got some little placeholders for cups. Everything that you might want for a home decor situation is there. For a table setting situation is there. And you can just see it all and engage with it. Like I said, they are very thoughtful in how they place their products. So you look at their journal range here, You've got a series of journals there with different colors. You've got the ability to see these products without necessarily touching them. So you can shop the shop in a way that's enjoyable. You've got some traditional things like candles with numbers on them, but it's also presented in this way where you're looking at it and you're looking at a lot of stuff that feels and looks new. They are very thoughtful in how they source product as well. They're focused on sustainably sourced materials wherever possible. They're preferencing local suppliers if they can get products from local suppliers. And then they present their products and merchandise their products in a way that reflects their brand. So here there is their jewelry, and their jewelry is just slung over this piece of wood here, which of course connects with the name of the business. So it's just really cool. Here you've got an old desk being used as a fixture for the display I showed earlier for this dinner set. So you've got an old chair and a steel desk. They're just sitting there as a piece of old furniture, but really they're part of retail fixturing. You know, I love the way they're using the boxes here, the set square up the top here. It just looks very different to what you see in a traditional retail situation. And as I said, they very thoughtfully place colored products so that it really just helps kind of reawaken you and make sure that you're looking at what it is they're pitching. Just so clever. And every piece of space is used. If you look at this photo here, you've got some sort of box or chest there. You've got a box sitting on top. You've got a tub here. You've got a bucket here. And they're all being used as part of retail fixtures. But the products themselves are the heroes. The products are what we see. And it's just really clever the way they've thoughtfully gone about building this. And, you know, if somebody buys that box, then they'll find something else to replace it. They're very locally connected, you know, have this map of what's around these extraordinary businesses that are around in the Brooklyn area. I took one, I found it really fascinating and very useful for getting around Brooklyn. Really, really nice to see. And then when you look out onto the street, you've got this ability to see the world outside, but still see these wonderful products here. And take note over here of the picture frames. It could be anybody's house, you know, and these frames just look terrific. They're just there. It's not in your face. It's not shop, shop, shop. It's not an aggressive place to visit. It was very calm. When we were there, we're only really planning to be there for a couple of minutes because we had a lot of shops to see. We ended up spending 20 minutes to half an hour in the shop and talking with one of the owners. It was just a fascinating experience. We then got to go to their second store, which is in Greenpoint in Brooklyn. And this is one of their more recent stores. And it's interesting because you can see some of the elements of the other store, but you can also see how they've moved on and created a slightly different experience. This one has different sort of walls, but again, they've got all sorts of fixtures. You've got here this steel kind of desk being used as a fixture for this men's grooming area, and sort of, I'd say men's grooming, although Marvin's is a toothpaste that anybody can use. But you've got the soap dishes. You've got various men's grooming items over here. You've got shaving material, and then you've got the toothbrush and the toothpaste. As I said, you know, it's a fascinating situation. In fact, it was from that stand that I bought one of these, and this is pretty cool in the sense that, you know, it's a soap dish. And here it is just sitting here. Did I need it? Probably not. I thought it was interesting. And with a lot of gift shopping, the reality is it's about having the product that somebody thinks, oh, I might be able to give that to somebody, or I might like that for myself at some point in time. So it's that impulse purchase. And they display it in this way that very much drives that impulse purchase, I think, very successfully within the business. Similarly here, where you've got jewelry, you've got a whole range of jewelry items sort of sitting there. So it's not just a single story. And just very, very appealing. You know, you've got this old shelf, and then you've got these kitchen and home decor and entertainment type items. Very, very appealing, very successful. And then we get to their candle selection. And okay, yes, it's a candle selection. You can see that there are candles there up in this beautiful wooden box. And then you've got diffusers over here, and then candles down here. And what's this? You've got this old wrench, and they're sitting on some sort of craftsman's bench or wood bench, which is just absolutely fascinating. The use of these items in the shop, I think, is critical for them telling the story within the business. It really, even though the wrench is, quite a mighty and strong item, it very much softens the feel of the business. And it plays against the expectation that you have when you're visiting a gift shop. And I think that's one of the things that they do really, really well. From my perspective, I thought that the visit to Woods Grove was fascinating because they do retail well. They didn't follow us around the store. There wasn't this, how can I help you? What are you looking for today? Who are you buying for today? It was a gentle shopping experience. It was enjoyable. When we wanted to talk to them about their business, they were just so generous with their time and talking about what inspires them, how they make the choices that they make. And for a business that's only been around now for 7 years, they are kicking some big goals. They've got a very strong website. Their website is beautifully created. The products are well represented on there. But I think for me, the takeaway was I knew that I was in a shop. I knew that I was somewhere where I could buy things, but I didn't feel any pressure. And there was a gentleness. And I think that gentleness was represented by the fact that they had these other products, these found objects in the shop, vintage furniture and vintage handcrafting tools and things like that. I found that really interesting. I think Woods Grove is a very unique type of gift shop. It's the type of gift shop that I'd love to own and run. I think it's just a fantastic place to visit. If you're in Brooklyn, make sure you check them out on Cobble Hill or in Greenpoint. Really, really well worth seeing. They only have the two shops. They're local, they're independent, they're small businesses, but they're inspiring businesses. And certainly from visiting both of the shops, I've taken away from my own shops that I have ideas not only on product ranging, but also on product placement and how the choices we make around fixtures that kind of sit underneath the products that we're placing within the business. For me, that's very much the good Woods Grove experience. So inspiring, fantastic, really enjoyed it. So if you're in the US and get a chance, get to Woods Grove, have a look. And I hope you think this has been interesting and helpful. Thanks for watching.